So yeah, if it gets towards fast, looks like that tornado warning in south central Missouri, they are going to extend as a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag. I think that checks out pretty well. Shannon County in Missouri, that's going to continue there around Sunken Lands. One of our more annoying radar holes, so it is a little hard to see. Kind of ground truth in there.
That's the one down by Lesterville.
It's also an area that is very tricky to storm spot and to chase in, so I doubt there's many chasers out there in south central Missouri. STF radar is acting up again. But yeah, rotation is generally weakened, it looks like. Although we're seeing it kind of mid-level rotation, but the mid-level rotation has weakened. That's why it's getting the tornado possible tag.
Oh, yeah.
And then same for that cell eminence. It's really hard to see, but there is some mid-level rotation there along Highway 106. Both of the storms, strong storms, wind and hail are the primary threats. Potentially a brief spin-up.
I hate Streamlab spots.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't covered this area too much this severe weather season into the St. Louis area. So, areas that probably could get some beneficial rain too. Not a crazy storm yet. It's just kind of a stronger storm. It's in a fairly populated area, getting close to the south and west suburbs of the St. Louis area.
I don't know.
Yeah, it does look like the strongest part of that storm is staying south of Union and south of Pacific. Mostly St. Clair and then kind of following Missouri Highway 3 towards Hillsboro.
Graboy. In the Hillsboro.
Moving back into New Mexico, that's where we have the other cluster of severe warning storms tonight. North of Roswell, now push through this Fort Sumner area. 60-mile winds, maybe some quarters still in there. I think it's mostly a wind issue. And it looks like they've dropped, actually, those warnings just now as we're looking at it. Areas like the US 70 corridor from Roswell up to Clovis, you're going to get some of that wind from the alpha boundary. It looks like more severe energy pushed into the Texas Panhandle. They have continued that 70-mile wind, considerable threat. Portions of the western Texas Panhandle, Warren and Deaf Smith counties. That's where the traffic is backed up with, I assume, at least some type of weather-related issues from the blowing dust and the wind.
I grew up in Oakville.
I wonder if we maybe knocked a tractor-trailer off or something. Not certain for sure, but that traffic backs up quite a ways into the distance.
It's a small world.
And you can see what kind of traffic is along I-40. It's a heavily traveled interstate.
That's crazy. That's where I grew up. Crossing Becker Road.
So, yeah, dangerous situation there with these clusters of storms moving basically to the east into the Texas Panhandle. We'll see if they get out towards the Amarillo area later, too. I'll take out kind of the leading edge of the storm.
He probably already bounced to a different channel. Damn.
Be about 15 minutes,
never mind.
Vega 16, and then it's going to get towards the Amarillo area, potentially in about an hour if it holds together.
Thank you.
And you probably should kind of adjust this just a little bit, just to get the outflow boundary. Timing 41st, since the outflow boundary also has its own gusty wind. That pushes things up just a little bit to about 45 minutes, 50 minutes to Amarillo. And within about 5 minutes to Hereford for that outflow boundary. So you get some gusty winds in the leading edge of this, and then back into the thunderstorm, you also get gusty winds.
Where that?
We saw a line of storms
Where that?
down the I-44 corridor from near Union, especially St. Clair. Just the areas around Sullivan, Cuba, St. James, north and west of Rolla, and then back towards Waynesville in Pulaski County. lost that camera? Did we just lose that camera? Reload that and see if it can reload. Nope. Don't know if that's a weather issue, but yeah, just lost that traffic camera.
Certainly, Annie. That's awesome. I actually grew up in Oberlin, but moved here about 20 years ago. That's when I moved to Jefferson County. That's funny.
There's a look out the Vega, Texas area. You can see much drier roads. This is out ahead of the outflow boundary. So really not a storm issue there yet. Yeah, we have a decent number of St. Louis people, I think, in our weather community. So a couple storms trying to go up over the St. Louis area. More just like showers at the moment.
All right. Anybody watching my live? Why am I even...
A little bit of a shower. There's your activity also north of St. Louis around Whitehall up towards Jerseyville. Yeah, most of the stronger storms are back into Franklin County.
Oh, we're going to Oakland. That's a pretty...
Towards Union, especially towards St. Clair and Sullivan.
Don't blame me, though. That's about when I transplanted out here.
There's also one cell that I've been tracking for a while that had a little bit of rotation on it, too.
Yeah?
It's still in there. It's still
yeah,
there.
no, it's the one that's...
Topsy, an unworn cell, but another cell
South
that
of
is
Union.
worth watching. Has some gustier winds also in there.
I saw that. Facts.
No tornado warnings right now. I'll probably jinx myself. I'm going to just get dinner delivered, so I'm going to eat that off camera. But I will be right here. Just put the radar into MRMS and just let it scroll for a few minutes.
Okay.
And yeah, if a tornado warning pops back on while I'm eating dinner, I will pop back on as well.